Hello and welcome to Bird Talk Radio. I am your host, Joshua Martin. I'll be going over the games, the scores, and, everything Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds. Now let's start the show. Hello and welcome. I guess I had to. That's okay. Hello and welcome to a beautiful victory. What? Why is my mic? Okay. Is it on? Hello and welcome to a beautiful Victory Monday for all of Philly, actually. I don't even know where to start, really. What was it? Friday we won. I think Saturday. Saturday was game 4 of the wild card series. Not wild card. I'm losing it right now. The NLDS series. Phillies beat the Braves 3-1. I told you guys when we go to Philly, it's going to be a different environment. We went to Philly, home field advantage up the butt, and we just beat the Braves. I really wish the Dodgers would hold off for a little bit. I would like to see the Padres a little more tired, but the Padres won 2. They won 3-1. There's the Phillies right there celebrating their win last Saturday. Very good win. Strong offense by us. Bullpen actually looked pretty decent too. There's a different fire, different emotion that comes with this team during postseason, it seems like. We weren't bad in the regular season. I know Bryce Harper got that thumb injury, and I guess that took us out a little bit, but now we're all back. And we just got to keep things going. That's about it. Just keep things going. Keep everyone on the edge of their feet. Padres. That's going to be a really. I guess it's going to be a really tough series against for us. I know Yu Darvish is going to pitch the first game. Right now it says undecided according to ESPN of who's going to pitch for us the first game. If I had to guess, it's going to be Zach Wheeler. He's probably going to open up Tuesday. Aaron Nola the next game. Randall Suarez, and then probably the Hulk. I can't think of his name right now. Syndergaard. We'll probably have him go for game 4. But it was a beautiful game. Now it's best out of 7, so we gotta just keep that stamina up. Keep the bats going. Keep the bats flying, because I know that's what really won the game for us, our offense, and that's what's gonna win the game for us the rest of the series, or the rest of the postseason, I should say. Everyone else is in the championship series except for the Guardians and the Yankees. They play tonight in the Bronx, so watch for the Yankees to probably pull out a victory there. That's going to be a really good game between the Yankees and the Astros. I know they have a little bit of rivalry because what Houston did with their trash cans. I think they're still trash because of what they did. If the Yankees move on, I don't know who to vote for between the Yankees and the Astros. I hate both of them. So I guess I want the Guardians to move on, I guess. I want Cleveland to win tonight in the Bronx. That'll be nice to watch. I like Aaron Judge. What he did this season is just absolutely insane. He got 62 home runs, which is everyone knows about. First place in all of. He broke the record of the AL, and he had the most home runs in the whole league. But second place was Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies, and not just National League or American League, but the whole Major League Baseball. All the players. Kyle Schwarber got second place with 46 home runs. And Aaron Judge got first place with 62. That's how good of a season he did this year. He's the only reason the Yankees are here right now in the postseason. They were so bad in August that they probably didn't even make the Tampa Bay Rays almost went out and won the division. It almost knocked the Yankees out of the playoffs. But Aaron Judge still swung the bat really hard. Kept them in the postseason, so they got to play tonight to stay alive. But, I mean, as you can see with the Dodgers, the 111 wins game, 111 win season for them, and they only have one playoff win to show for it. That's the playoffs for you. In other news, football. Let's talk a little bit about football. Thursday night game, very boring game. Commanders won 12-7. I think Carson Wentz has a finger injury, so he may be out for a little bit. Doesn't really matter for Washington. They're already in shambles. Ron Rivera's Dan Snyder. Just get rid of the man. Just get rid of him. Start over. Start fresh. The stadium even is terrible. There's leaks everywhere in the stadium. It was a good try, but the sound didn't work on that one, I guess. To get to the 1 o'clock games, a lot of surprising games. 49ers and Falcons, that was a good game. Marcus Mariota is actually looking kind of nice. He won, he led the Falcons to a 28-14 victory over the San Francisco 49ers. Any star players of that one? Brandon Ayuk. I know he's a fantasy wide receiver. He played decent, 8 receptions, 83 yards. He had 2 tuds, though, so that's good for your fantasy points. Patriots and Browns. Bailey Zappi is actually looking really nice. 24-34, 309 passing yards, 2 touchdowns in that game. They beat the Cleveland Browns 38-15 in Cleveland, too. In Cleveland. Defense looked really nice for the Patriots for that game. The Patriots dominated that game. Jets and Packers. Yeah, not Robert. Is it Robert Saleh? Robert Saleh, the head coach? He's a defensive mastermind. And we saw what he did when he was the defensive coordinator for 49ers. They had the best defense by far to none. And what he brought to the Jets, that defense is absolutely scary. Sauce Gardner looked really good. They just made Aaron Rodgers look like a bum. He is a bum, but they really made him look like a bum this past game. 27-10, they won. Breece Hall looked amazing, 20 carries, 116 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. Are they a playoff team, though? That's the question. And the only reason I'm going to say no right now, just because, yes, they beat the Packers, but the Packers are a mediocre team this year without Devontae Adams. Zach Wilson had not a good game. He had 110 passing yards. I think that's what it was. No touchdowns. I don't know if he had interceptions or not. But if you want this team to be a playoff team, they need a new quarterback. I don't think Zach Wilson is it at all. What to do with the man, I have no idea, because you did draft him 2nd overall. And it looks like you guys are going to have a good record. So you can't get Bryce Young. I don't think you're going to get C.J. Stroud. It's kind of like it's a weird situation right now. What I think would be best, keep this streak going. And you're in New York, or I think the stadium is in New Jersey, but it's still, you're playing for the New York Jets. You can probably get a decent quarterback around the league right now, just to help you out. Jimmy Garoppolo, maybe he can go to the New York Jets next year. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone else. But I don't think Zach Wilson is it. If they got a new quarterback, someone just a little bit better, then they could be a playoff team. Right now, I don't think they can make the stretch come December time, though. Bam. Jaguars and Colts. really good game. Jaguars are actually a nice looking team, nice looking offense. Doug Peterson over there, very good play caller, very good with making up his own plays of running his own offense. They came up short though, 34-27. The Colts won. Matt Ryan had a beautiful game. I told you, just let Matt Ryan do his thing. This past game, he passed Dan Marino of 7th all time on the passing yard list. And when Dan Marino had that during his time, he was the passing leader of his time. So now all the modern day quarterbacks have passed him, and Matt Ryan just passed Dan Marino right now of 7th all time on the passing yard list of NFL quarterbacks. So, but he had a beautiful game, 42 of 58, 389 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Very nice for him. Like I said, they came up with the win, 34-27. Miami Dolphins. Supposedly Tua's coming back Sunday. I don't think he should. I don't know what to. They're a good team. Obviously, Teddy Bridgewater is not your quarterback. He's just a filler right now. But I mean, I guess you can put any quarterback in that situation, but you got to put a quarterback in that situation that can really read a defense, because the wide receivers that they have are just insane. Tyreek Hill with Teddy Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson, their rookie quarterback, went 12 receptions, 177 receiving yards. So you can put any quarterback in there, and the receivers are going to do the job. I know Jalen Waddle had that fumble, doing the little Saint round after he got the first down, and it really cost the team. But I think if Tua actually does clear every protocol and he's actually good to go, they'll come back and be like how Miami was the beginning of the season, I believe. But obviously, Teddy Bridgewater is not it. Skylar Thompson, we didn't really get to see him. He injured his thumb, so he left out. But like I said, Minnesota Vikings lost 24-16. Minnesota Vikings won 24-16. Miami Dolphins lost at home, even with their home field advantage. If you look at the weather, I wish I put that photo up too. But the on-field weather for the Vikings was like 110 degrees, 120 degrees or something like that. And on the Dolphins sideline, it was only 90 degrees or high 80s. It was some crazy difference. And that's just the beautiful, beautiful architecture by the Miami Dolphins' new stadium. Bengals and Saints. I'm so glad I have the chance to say this. I probably don't have thousands or millions of viewers right now, but I always wanted to say this, and I said it before. But Jamar Chase, or Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, is going to be the greatest QB wide receiver connection of all time. It's going to surpass Randy Moss and Tom Brady. It's going to surpass Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. It's going to be a beautiful combination between them two. Joe Burrow, 28-37, 300 passing yards, 3 tuds. Jamar Chase, 7 receptions. He had 132 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. That beautiful 60-yard touchdown to win the game. Not to win the game, but to take the lead and then win the game. It was a beautiful performance by them. I'm pretty sure both Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are happy to go back into that stadium. That's the stadium they won their 2019 championship in with the LSU Tigers. Joe Burrow walked in with Jamar Chase's LSU jersey. I thought that was pretty nice. But Bengals, they're a good team. They have the all-star capability to be a good team. It's just you need to give your quarterback, your main guy, the guy that they're probably going to pay insane amount of money towards. They just need to protect him. And if they don't, it's going to be sad, but I think Joe Burrow's career might end early. It's going to be another Andrew Luck situation. So hopefully they fix that out as soon as possible. That'd be nice to see. The Ravens and the Giants. I think I don't want to say it, but I think the Giants might be legit. I'll show you later too why I say that. But good job to Daboll. I can't think of the quarterback or the head coach's name. The new head coach of the Giants. Amazing job for your first year of head coaching for the New York Giants. Wow. They won 24-20. Lamar Jackson, you need to step up in the fourth quarter. His fourth quarter stats, he has this season 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions in the fourth quarter. His passer rating is 28. He needs to be smarter in the fourth quarter. If you know your defense can't hold up the whole game, you have to hold up the whole game. If you want to be the man to be paying Patrick Mahomes money, Josh Allen money, if you want that money, you're going to have to be the quarterback to win the game in the fourth quarter. Not to win the game, but to hold the lead. They had the lead. You need to hold the lead in fourth quarter too. Just some silly mistakes he made in the final seconds of the game. So they lost it 24-20. Giants are 5-1 on the season now. Wow. The last of the 1 o'clock games, we had the Buccaneers and the Steelers. Not the most exciting game in the world. I don't know. Kenny Pickett went down. Trubisky came in. I don't know how long Pickett's out for. I would check out Adam Schefter or ESPN News for more sources on that. I'll try to get you out more information about that as well. But Kenny Pickett went down with, I think, a hand injury. He fell down weird. So Trubisky came in, helped him out, got the win for them, 20-18. Buccaneers lost. Tom Brady, no real performance of that game, but Steelers won. All right, and to the 4 o'clock games. I'll hit the 2 big games last. But the first of the 4 o'clock games, we had the Panthers and the Rams. Rams looked nice. Panthers, like I said, Matt Rule, you got the news from me, like fresh news from me too. That Matt Rule was fired. The Panthers, he was a terrible head coach for them. Baker Mayfield's injured, so he didn't play. P.J. Walker played for a little bit. They took him out, and I'm trying to remember who they put in. I can't think right now. Because I know they drafted Will Greer, but I know he's gone. I think it was a rookie quarterback they drafted last draft. They put him in. He couldn't really do anything. McCaffrey looked really nice. He was the offense for the Panthers. He didn't have any touchdowns, though. But on the running side, 13 carries, 69 rushing yards. On the receiving side, 7 receptions, 89 receiving yards. He played good for the offense. He was the only offense for the Carolina. Matthew Stafford looked nice. Cooper Kupp and actually Allen Robinson actually helped out this game too for the Rams to get the win 24-10 over the Carolina Panthers. Oh, it's cold up here. Seahawks and Cardinals. I didn't get to watch any of that game. I was too busy focused on the Bills and the Chiefs game, obviously, during that time. Seahawks won 19-9. Cardinals fans, I'm so sorry. If I was the GM of the Cardinals, obviously it's too late. I understand that. But they should have. I'm not a fan of Kyler Murray. He's not an NFL quarterback. He's not going to be an NFL quarterback. You really think that man is going to be like I know I'm not trying to compare him to these names, but these names brought these teams to a Super Bowl team, or they may bring them to a Super Bowl team. And the way they paid Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury, who I think should not be head coach either. He should stick with college football. But they paid this man to be like a Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes, or he's not going to be Aaron Rodgers. He's not going to be Drew Brees. He's not going to be, or I'll say on the smaller quarterbacks, he's not going to be Russell Wilson. He's not going to be Drew Brees. He's not going to be this quarterback that's going to bring you to at least the playoffs or a deep playoffs. He's definitely not going to bring you a Super Bowl. DeAndre Hopkins comes back next game, yes, but I don't think that's going to make a difference. He's the best receiver in the league probably, but that's not going to make a difference at all. Kyler Murray's trash. Just garbage. He's terrible. I don't want to make his choices. I mean, he would have had a better career probably in baseball, but what he did is what he did. But now that he's in football, I'm just going to bash on him. He's terrible. What am I doing? I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting right here bashing on him. I know, but that's fine. I can do whatever I want. He's trash. Seahawks won that game 19-9. Hold on. One more second. One more game. We got one more game. Bills and the Chiefs. That was a beautiful game. Very beautiful game. I know we were all waiting for that game to happen. Josh Allen came out and did what he was supposed to do. Mahomes went down. So happy. That last drive by both the Buffalo's offense and the Buffalo defense. I know Mahomes made a terrible interception the last play, but just to read it perfectly and make the jump on the ball and get the interception to end the game, beautiful. And now on to the Eagles and the Cowboys game. That beautiful game. Little scary, but it was a beautiful, 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 beautiful game. Jalen Hurts came out. I don't even think it was Jalen Hurts. I think it was the Eagles' defense that really came out this game, and that's what I was really, really happy to see. Our second quarter, I don't know what's up with us in the second quarter, but we're just that's just where we got all the points. Obviously, when we went into halftime leading 20-3, we were very confident. But this is where I think Philly is going to. We can pull up the Philly image too, or the Eagles. Yeah, there we go. We need to work on the second half. We really do. We can't be a second quarter team. We need to be a full game team, and we have the team for it because that defense looked really good. We made Cooper Rush look like who Cooper Rush is. Don't ever compare that man again to Dak Prescott. And Jerry Jones, I remember, I don't remember, it was like 2 games Cooper Rush playing. Jerry Jones was talking about like QB battle or something like that. Whatever. 3 interceptions. C.J. Gardner-Johnson had 2 interceptions of the night. Beautiful game by him. We had whatchamacallit. Jalen Hurts played absolutely amazing. Our rushing game was absolutely insane. Jalen Hurts went right here, 15-25, 155 passing yards, be it 2 passing touchdowns. Miles Sanders, 18 carries for 71 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. A.J. Brown had a reception touchdown. Devontae Smith had a reception touchdown. We have only Batmans on this team. Oh, thank you. We have a new lower third in there as well, too, now. But we have no Batmans we have only Batmans on this team. We have no Robins. We have a swole Batman. We have a skinny Batman. We have a fast Batman. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins. This team is stacked. And what I like about it is that we're stacked on the offense and we're stacked on the defense, too. I'm so glad we got James Bradbury. I'm so glad we got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Howie Roseman, I'm so sorry for bashing you all these years, but you're finally turning this team around. And how young this team is and how good we're doing now, it's too early to call it. But I keep saying every year, but the culture feels different. And it feels, I don't want to say this word, but it feels like a dynasty culture. Jalen Hurts is young. Miles Sanders is young. Our O-line is half and half. We got Cam Jurgens, who is going to replace the beautiful Jason Kelce. Lane Johnson's probably in his final years too. But we have Jordan Mailata, we have Lane Dickerson. We have a lot of young people who are stepping into the light and showing that they can make a difference on this team. Jordan Davis, we have him. Fletcher Cox is probably going to end soon. Brandon Graham's probably going to end soon. We lost Derek Barnett on the season, but we have a lot of these young players that are coming up and stepping up for the team, and it's really nice to see that. Really nice to see that. The only person I'm missing right now is Nakobe Dean. We need a linebacker. We need a star linebacker. I'm very jealous that the Cowboys have Micah Parsons. That man is just a monster. A monster. I'd love to have a linebacker like that. And I know that Nakobe Dean can be like that. We saw him in Georgia. Oh, wow. I'm talking a lot. All right, let's get to a quick commercial break. And when we get back, I'll show you my top 5 teams going into Week 7. A little switch up, a little surprises. So we'll be right back and do a quick commercial break. In a world.
Here's everyone. I'm your host, Daniel.
That is terrible. Where movies and trivia collide.
I'm a vampire.
Twilight.
2 ridiculously good-looking game show hosts.
I'm your host, Daniel.
And I am Joshua Martin.
Will tackle the challenge of being the best at movie trivia.
All right, this is about a board game that comes to life.
This guy repeats his day over and over and over again.
The power of Christ compels you.
Movie Wars. Hello, and welcome back to Bird Talk Radio. We got to get things going, so let's just get my top 5 teams as of right now. Get that out to you real quick, and then I know I gotta go. All right, so we got the Philadelphia Eagles at number 1. Where am I in the bottom corner? I'm not there anymore. All right, so Eagles obviously 6-0, beautiful game against the Cowboys. And then last week you saw I had the Chiefs at 2 and the Bills at 3. Obviously we're going to make that a little bit different this week. Bills had a beautiful win. I still think Chiefs they're still neck and neck. I can't see me. They're still neck and neck. But the Bills obviously won that game, so I have them above the Chiefs as of right now. But the big difference right now, I got the New York Giants at number 4, the 4th best team in the National Football League. Wow. They're looking really nice. Brian Daboll, beautiful job, head coach this year. They're 5-1 of the season, I think it is. Let me get the correction. 5-1 on the season. Their only loss to the Cowboys, and I don't think they were supposed to lose that game. It was in MetLife. It was primetime. I'll give them the primetime loss. It was a little bit of nervousness, I guess I should say. Oh, where that? And then I had the Minnesota Vikings at number 5. There we go. And I had the Minnesota Vikings at number 5. They're 5-1 on the season as well. They're looking really nice. Offense is looking nice. Justin Jefferson's beautiful. Defense is looking good too. First-year head coach over there as well. He's doing a good job for them. They're on a 4-win streak as of right now. But you know who's in first place. You know who's in first place in the NFC East. You know who's in first place in the NFC. And you know who's in first place in the NFL. And that's the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Bird Talk Radio, and my name is Joshua Martin. If you want to be on the show, birdtalkradio2022@gmail.com, or call into the studio, not now, maybe next week, but 888-994-4995, Studio A. We have a bye week this coming week, so beautiful job going into the bye week, 6-0. And I guess I got to do this. I got to do this. So catch me next week, Monday, 11 a.m. Basketball starts Friday, I think. Sixers are going to have a beautiful season. Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, and Joel Embiid. That's the new big three. All right, I'll catch you next week. Peace out. Thank you for watching Bird Talk Radio. Again, I am your host, Joshua Martin. If you want to contact me or be on the show, just email me at birdtalkradio2022@gmail.com, or you can call in during the show at 888-994-4995 in Studio A. Have a wonderful day, and remember, go Birds.